cr101radio.com, podcasts, and more.
26. The Unwashed Generation. We all have our frustrating conversations, trying to talk to someone who will not hear a word we say. I talked recently with a young man who did not hear a word I had to say. He was too busy thinking up new charges to hurl against his parents. According to him, they were the most stupid, reactionary, vicious and thoughtless of people. I knew his parents, unusually capable and loving people, whose real fault was supporting this son, 25 years old, out of school, refusing to work, and endlessly demanding money. He had left home with money for a while to live in a hippie pad, but he contracted several diseases and ran home to get medical care, better food and a better hangout for himself and his narcotic-consuming friends. There was something wrong with the parents. They should have thrown the boy out. But who was the boy to criticize them? The boy, really a man by age, was full of ideas on how the whole world and his parents should be reformed, but at any suggestion of reforming himself, getting a job, taking a bath, or the like, he screamed obscene insults at his parents. I had another such conversation, if you can call it that, with a minister. He quivered with hatred while professing to believe in love. The whole world had to be remade to suit him. The people who, in disgust, had left the church he served were, in his eyes, an ugly breed of hate-mongers. It was their duty, he felt, to sit and listen to his attacks on them. But his answer to any criticism, or a suggestion that he might be wrong, was a stream of abuse. Solomon described such people long ago. There is a generation that are pure in their own eyes, and yet is not washed from their filthiness. Proverbs 30:12. The word filthiness is a polite translation. Another polite translation is dung. In the previous verse, Solomon described the people as, quote, a generation that curseth their father and doth not bless their mother. Proverbs 30:11. It has no respect for its inheritance. Thus, a perverse generation despises its parents and past, is self-righteous, criticizes all save itself, and refuses to conform itself to the word of God. Such a generation is characterized by haughtiness and pride. Solomon went on to say, but it is also a generation only able to, quote-unquote, devour and destroy. Proverbs 30:13 and 14. Such a generation is with us. All the more, therefore, must we, who love the Lord, be a generation cleansed by Christ's atonement, faithful to his word and given to meeting our responsibilities under God. Where there is destruction, there must be reconstruction.